With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
I never saw so many Ravens fans in my life. Must be a Madden thing.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Henry running right. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This will go to Henry out wide. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. To throw it is locked. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. He's to the 15, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 74 yards. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw is Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. These two teams all tied after 1. Here is 3rd down and 4. Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Locke. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Locke now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 37 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now and force the penalty to the 1, but if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? See some more? See some more? See some more? See some more?
Normally, the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this opening dynamic kickoff.
What up, dope? Yeah.
Turned, it'll come out to.
They ain't hit you back neither, right? Yeah, he's a cornball. I'm about to kick him out. If he don't play you tonight, he's done. Cause this gonna be his third straight game he missed. He's out of here. There ain't no forfeit. It's force win. You get the win. Well, he's out of here. Fuck that. I ain't got time for that. I don't. So you sign up to play in the fucking league and you missing 3 weeks in a row? Nah, we ain't with that. They don't even say nothing. Like, nigga, it's not even life or death. You know what I mean? Like, come on, son. If something happened, I can respect that. But most of the time, nigga, nothing don't be fucking happening. Niggas just be neglecting the fucking app.
That's all that is. They don't want to play. That's all you don't want to be in the face. So
That's it. Son, I just put out the... Yeah. He's out of here. He don't show up, he's done. You just got him from work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. They find some open field here.
All right. Yeah, I got you.
This one
All right.
across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Inside handoff to Mixon. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They run for it with Mixon. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Lock going to throw. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 55 yards. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Stroud out of the gun here. This will be complete to Mechie. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now is Stroud. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. The throwing again is Stroud.
That's caught by Mechie. If they come back for that shit.
Texans touchdown. John Mechie, 36 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
7-7, our score after 1. Throwing now is Locke. That one taken in by Neighbors.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there at 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Here's Locke to throw. This one to Slayton over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first.
Where you going? Where you going? Come on.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Right to the air, Burrow. On target to his man Higgins. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
I'm one, right?
I'm on.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow.
I'm on.
Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
It's my turn.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Locke. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Here's Locke to the air. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Burrow from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here we go.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Only 1 yard that time, partner, so this is going to bring up 4th down and 5. Butker knocks it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, it puts a sack on the board.
Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. God.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go, here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
12.
Running back sent in motion.
11 mighty.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down Bengals.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down, Burrow to throw.
Come on, motherfucker. Catch the ball, man.
It's incomplete.
What the fuck is you doing?
Actually, so 2nd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Completes this
You know what happens when you fucking miss shit? Catch the fucking ball next time.
Before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Gun.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain. And set it down. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Slot receiver headed left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Yeah, this supposed to happen. You catch the fucking ball, dumbass.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Locked down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first.
It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And it makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And his choice to leave the end zone going to cost him a small chunk here as he's out shy of that 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's on the move. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. B.J. Hill, the one to bring him down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Block to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Locke looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw, here's Locke. He sends this one to the end zone. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Tracy. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They go right back to Tracy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Short pass brought in. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Remain Pratt with the play defensively.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 8. We've got a screen to the running back. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st down, ball at the 36. Locke. He's on the move. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Miles Murphy.
Tip Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Escapes out to the left. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. That one hits for 30. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Now Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Here we go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
11.
Shotgun handoff to Herbert. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 7. Now they've got some options here on 4th down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Let's get set.
Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. Elevate. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Gun.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
On 1, ready?
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to...
And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Going after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Locke to the air. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Burrow from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals feeling good with a 14-point advantage.
On one, ready?
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Get set.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he's taken down at the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
11.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This one taken in by Chase. It's inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Still set up at the 9. It's second and goal. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has a man. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On the move, headed right. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Butker knocks it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down, ball at the 36. Here's Locke. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing his Locke. He connects with the rookie from LSU. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's go.
Lockdown. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Long Bell takes it away. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. Well, we know they had high hopes when they...
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game. 2nd and a yard.
Switch, yellow.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's going to have a Packers first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Let's go. Set.
On the bootleg, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
On the set. Let's go now.
They'll go for it. Love. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Packers first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready, ready.
A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
On the double.
So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal.
Come on.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. First down throw there is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. They got to be a little bit more.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Packers will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that could be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Love. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Okay, break. Blaster, 6, set. Green Jack. Ready.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. The open man is Reed. He's got it.
On the ball.
He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A 2nd down throw for Love. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
5-97. Let's go.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Let's go now. Set.
Back to throw is Love. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Yellow.
Now Love. That is brought in. And he will get into the end zone. Christian Watson.
It's just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. Lock. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Lock out of the shotgun. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that's it. It'll be 3rd down.
early in this drive. They're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of the 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Oh, 38. Black shot. Hut, hut.
On 1st down, it's Love. That one on target to Watson. Halftime now at Lambeau, and the Packers are on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throw it. Lock. That's caught left side by Bellinger. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. On the give, it's Tracy. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. To about the 39. 2nd down and 8. Lock to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Locke. The coverage too good downfield. He'll wind up taking him down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Locke working out of the pistol. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection,
come on, niggas, I knew drop that shit.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's 4th down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
On play action, Love. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Ready.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Set. Ready.
Now Love. He's into space past the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw it on 1st down. That's Dobbs open left side. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the bootleg, it's Love. A throw on the move is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Fucked up the game, fucking tracking board.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's caught! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 60 yards. And the Giants
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced...
And he will score. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Nigga, why you
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Blue check. Ready?
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. 70 seconds left to go in this game.
At the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
On second down, Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Ready, break. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. The Giants can call their third and final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, fourth down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend the stride.
The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. Here's Jacobs. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we...
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 So gonna rise when I leave this court. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, no! 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Throwing right away is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, Williams.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Williams.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To the air, Williams. Look at the big man rumble.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Cole Kmet,
a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Tracy trying the right side.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tracy going to get it on first down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9.
Throwing now is Locke.
That one taken in by Neighbors. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On to give, it's Tracy.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go again with Tracy.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Block gonna throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Escaping the... And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Locke. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Locke to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Locke now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. They'll hand it to Tracy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Locke. Robinson hauling it in outright. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the run is Tracy. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 15-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third down, here's Tracy. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now to the air, Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped it pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Locke. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. They'll come up now on second down. Looking to throw is Williams.
No, sir.
Late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Singletary will score. Touchdown, New York. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And
that should do it.
It's Deontay Banks.
Good game, homie. You're coming? Yes.